Good morning and welcome to MacBean Guys Fitness. I just hit me one of my cucumbers. And I think I'm going to have to mute. Come out and play. All right, there we go. I had my other channel on, so I was going to get reverbs. So today we're going to talk about two things. How to make an easy, nutritious breakfast. You know, I don't want to really get into all the cooking and everything. And also, why do we think healthy food for you is more expensive than the junk food? I do have a 4 choices on there. I'm limited to 35 characters, so you kind of have to. I tried to explain what each one meant. So today, cucumber, green peppers. The cucumbers I keep in there. Very tart, very delicious thing. Tomato. I have potatoes, but I'm not going to be cooking that today because I'm going to do something a little simpler. And then chapter 5 on this book is on vitamins. So I'm going to talk about vitamins. Hey, Ray, good morning. Thanks for popping in. Good seeing you again as always. Remember, everybody, if you are in chat, make sure you get in chat and engage with each other. That's what we're here for. So looking at this month's performance, and it's doing pretty good here towards the end. Now, my one big boost was Ray, your gifts. Those memberships definitely gave me a boost. And I kind of did something to try to boost the numbers up. But even when I take that out, I'm still in one of the higher months. And then yesterday, like the last 2 days, I made $10 in ads. So I'm going to keep a good eye on it because it's done this to me before towards the end of the month. Also, it showed I was making some really good money. And then all of a sudden, here comes all these adjustments. So I took a picture of it yesterday to see what happens. So why is junk food cheaper per calorie than good food? So we can look at the processes. What does it take to make each one? So healthy food needs to be grown or raised. So I had to till the soil. I had to prepare the soil. We have to test the soil. We have to know where the pH level is, how much nitrogen is in there. Do we need to add lime? Do we need to add fertilizer? Do we, even in a garden such as myself, I have to look at where am I getting the amount of sun? I need to till the garden, so to break up the soil. I need to maintain the grow bags. Grow bags cost money. I get about 6 of them for $30. But I get a lot of these and a lot of these out of them. And then I'm looking at how many do I really need compared to how many I want to plant. So when it comes to a garden, you almost always plant far more than what you need. What do I mean? Let's go out there and I'll show you just how a garden. William E., good morning. Thanks for the thumbs up and the poll in that. So we're going to take a walk out to the garden and you're going to see what's involved in growing your own nutrition. And then just put this up on a scale of 1,000,000-fold, and then you know what your gardener, your farmer goes through. So we're going to walk out to the garden party, reminisce with my old friends. So some of the stuff I just threw out there because I had seed. The corn, I was surprised to get any corn from there. I wasn't planning on getting sweet corn, but I did. So let's kind of Let's start over here by up from last year. So we're gonna call them. And then I had, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see it in all the weeds. Probably not. But I had a lot of Cilantro come up and went to seed. Here is one, there, to here, to here, all the way across there, all the way across there. This is one squash plant. And if I had to guess, I have at least 20 squash on there. One plant. There's my cucumber plant. I've picked about 5 cucumbers from it already. I probably have another 5 in there I could pick. So once they're producing, I don't need any more. I don't need no more. All right, pepper plants. I got some lettuces going to seed. I'll collect the seed. And then, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I planted some greens in there because they can grow well in cold weather. And my tomatoes. And they're having a rough time in there, and I think I may know why. It might have been the Irish Spring soap I put all around it. I think might have gotten the system. So I'm eating clean vegetables. Got a potato planted in a tire. It's doing really well. The green peppers. More potatoes to dig up. Jalapeno peppers. So I got 5 plants there. I got 5 plants here. And it's producing way more than I can eat. So when I look at it, do I need 10 pepper plants? No, I don't. I think 5 or 6 are plenty. Do I need 4 or 5 tomato plants? Yes, I do. All right. Do I need 3 or 4 squash plants? No, 1 is plenty. Cucumber, 1 is plenty. If I were to do a watermelon or a cantaloupe, which I'll probably do next year, 1 is plenty. But I'm only buying what I'm going to consume, and also I give a lot away. So for me, I can keep the garden slow. I did a little sweet corn as an afterthought. It was too dry to do beans. Will I do beans next year? Yeah, but I don't. 1 row is plenty. And the thing of it is you can really get out of control. You can just sit there and go, look out. I'm going to make a ton of it. Like jalapenos, I should send you some. So out of those 2 plants, I'll probably get almost 1,000 jalapenos during the season. I'm eating 2 or 3 a day. I'm giving about 20 to 30 away a week. Now I picked them up from last year and kept them alive. So do I got everything in here in the site I want in there? Yeah, I do. So just some areas of interest. New big book I picked up called Wicked, A Zombie Tale by John Davis. John is a creator. He does Prepper Nation. So he has a very good channel, which I do follow. I have this thick book. It's going to teach me about nutrition to the 10th degree. And I got my veggies. So the first thing I'm going to start with lots and lots of cowboy candy. Zombie taters. Zombie tails, yep. A Zombie Tale by John Davis. And it's titled Wicked. You can get it on Amazon. I haven't read it yet, but I've read one of his books before, which I enjoyed. And then everybody who has read this one says this is going to be very enjoyable. So I have my pot of water. So we're going to do eggs the easy style. We're going to boil them. All right, nice thing about when you boil eggs is you can eat them now or you can eat them later. So it allows me to have protein I can take on the run. So, while I'm at work, I like to ingest food that's high in protein, and the incredible edible egg is one of the best ones. It contains all 20 essential amino acids that your body needs. So I got 8, I got 9 in there. I'll put a 10th one in there. Probably gonna bring a cooler for my car, because I think I'm gonna go shopping before work. Here I need to look and see what is Mama been saving. Okay, that still might be good. But you got chicken in there. Or now she's really good about storing food, not so good about eating it or getting it out of there. So I got the zombie tails. It'll be a book I'll be reading. I've got me cucumber slices in vinegar and water and dillweed. So start the heat on the water. What I do is I set it for about 21 minutes. We'll have a look and see if this is going to be boiling by the time it counts down to 12. Somewhere between 8 and 12 minutes is a good hard-boiled egg. You know, we get 5 or 6 minute when you're getting closer to the poach, which I'd rather not have. So, I got my water bottle in the blue glass, just to change it up. I might even go look for a meat in a red bottle, just for that. I got my Fallout 3 lunchbox. Had to have that. I don't know if anybody knows what this is, but this is a Terminator from Warhammer 40,000. And I have one of my many trophies from weightlifting. This one was Best Lifter, which is hard for me to do because of my weight. You know, being very tall and heavy, it's hard for me to get that Best Lifter category. So, the eggs are going. We're going to process some veggies. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add more cucumber to the mix. So I start out with washing it. The whole idea, you want to get the cucumber in the water, in the vinegar within a day or two. And remember my sponsor, Lucky O'Day at Cutco.com. I do like his knives. They're very easy to handle. They're sharp. They fit in hand really well. Even though he sends me 1 or 2 every 3 or 4 months, when I see him out in Utica, I buy one. And I'll probably see him out in a month or so. And trying to figure what will I buy this time. Now I do have other cutlery knives. Yeah, for the money I like. But these are far superior. So I chop off the ends. And generally your water and vinegar recipe, you can keep in the fridge for about a week before you need to change it out. Just every now and then you have to add a little bit more dill to it and maybe a little bit more vinegar because they are absorbing the flavors. So a little more dill. Then you just put it in the fridge. And there's a nice healthy snack. And I use these as snacks. Instead of cookies, candy bars, I have a nice healthy snack. Kind of counteract all the times when I don't eat so healthy. So I still got the heat going. Like the next dish I'm going to make is going to be a tomato dish. So once again, you wash off the tomato. And what I'm going to do is I'll put it on a plate and I'm going to season with sea salt and fresh ground pepper. So, and this makes it for a really, really good snack, but it's healthy. All right, so instead of a ho-ho or a Oreo, I'm having a tomato. It just don't get any better than this. Bam. Maybe it does. That's still good. So a little more salt. Remember, salt's important. All right, your body needs those electrolytes. There's the sea salt because it has other trace elements in it than regular table salt. The last thing I'll do is I'll cut up a little bit of peppers. And that also will be for a little side dish. I'll just top my coffee off. And Johnny, this is the only time I have coffee. Is going to be in the morning. So let's see. Let me catch up the comments here. Woo! Getting hungry. I'll have my spoon of sauerkraut. Oh. Right. And that's what I did. I added them to the cold water, and now I'm setting it to boil. If you add it to boiling water, there is a chance, and it's a good chance, that you'll crack the eggshell. Just from that boom, I went from this temperature to this temperature really quick. Now, when you're cutting up fresh veggies, sometimes you have to kind of peek at it and see what's living inside. So here I'm going to cut it from off to the sides. They had a spider in there. And even though it's protein, I don't think it's necessary. Now let's here, we'll put the peppers into a bowl. I just put them in big chunks. fresh green peppers have so much more flavor. Than what you get at the store. You know, some people, I don't like them, they're too tart. Well, they're supposed to be tart. Big dummy. And they're loaded with vitamins and minerals that you need. So it's very important. The gallon of water is just getting to the pre-boiling area. And I'm right just shy of 12 minutes. I know the water's hot. It just might have to get a little bit hotter. Bison, how we doing? Yeah, so what I did yesterday, if you did the poll I put out there, was how many dips did I do at work? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, y'all. So at work, there's a place where I can do dips. Now, I had a full morning. I did a lot of exercise in the morning. I did my walk. I did the garden. I did mowing. I did this. Did a lot of things, and it's hot in the plant. I'm next to a furnace. So I was like, man, I don't know. I guess I'll do some, but I probably won't do a lot. So I started with a set of 10. Okay, well, I'll do a couple of these. And at least I could say I did some dips. Then I got to 30, and I'm like, you know, let's see what I can do today. I don't care if I'm tired. Let's drink some more water. You know, I got a Himalayan salt shaker at work, so I took a shot of salt. And I ended up, by the end of the day, and the answer is, did 136 total dips. And I feel them today. And I think the dips and the push-ups, which I need to do later today, I was going to do them when I got home last night, and there was no way, are helping with my bench. Also along with eating healthy food. Come here. That is good. So far, I've got cucumber, I've got green pepper, I had tomatoes, I got the eggs boiling. Let's talk. Woo! Actually, black pepper is good for you too. I didn't know that. Let's talk about vitamins. I'm reading from the book. Vitamins are one of two groups of substances known as micronutrients. The other is minerals. They are essential in human nutrition. Vitamins are organic, meaning they contain the element carbon. They're found in plants and animal substances in small amounts. A lot of pepper. We obtain them by eating the plants and animals that make them. Most vitamins cannot be manufactured in our body, with the exception of some B vitamins, which can be made by our intestinal bacteria. All right. And also when beta carotene is converted to vitamin A. Vitamins, however, are not sources of energy, so they don't have calories. You won't get fat on vitamins. We obtain our energy from the macronutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. In fact, vitamins help to convert these macronutrients to more bioavailable or metabolically useful forms. They function principally as coenzymes in collaboration with enzymes for a variety of metabolic reactions and biochemical mechanisms, which are main body systems. Each enzyme is specific to one biological chemical reaction. Enzymes are catalysts. That is, they speed up a specific chemical reaction that would proceed very slowly, if not at all, without them. The vitamins are not part of our body tissues. They're not building blocks, but helpers in metabolism. We cannot live on vitamins, but need food that provides energy and help form the actual tissues of our body. In fact, we need food and certain minerals to absorb any vitamins we take. Vitamins are essential for growth, vitality, health, and helpful in digestion, elimination, and resistance to disease. Depletions or deficiencies can lead to a variety of both nutritional disorders and general health problems, according to what vitamin is lacking in their diet. So this is really important. A lot of people are unhealthy because they are lacking a vitamin in their diet or a mineral. Scurvy, vitamin C, anemia, iron, right? And those two kind of go hand in hand. Why do they go hand in hand? Because vitamin C allows you to absorb iron. Vitamin D3 is a lifting aid, though. Seems to use up magnesium. And insomnia for me, despite 20% increase on lifts. So you just take more magnesium. So one of the products out there is called ZMA, which is a magnesium, zinc, anhydrous. You can buy them separately. Half-life of vitamins aren't always clear-cut, fat or water soluble. Water solubles don't last long. Vitamin C probably passes through your system in probably 8 hours. That's why I take it in the morning and I take it at night. Your fat solubles will last longer, maybe 24 hours. And some you got to be careful about. Vitamin A, vitamin K, and something like that. You got to make sure you don't overdo it. I always say research before you reach for it. So I take a multivitamin. It's my catch-all. Also, I take milk thistle for my liver. It helps detox my liver. I take turmeric and morgana for my breathing. And this is one I just picked up, ashwagandha root. And that's supposed to help with overall health and libido and testosterone. All these are natural. I take a lot more in there too. I have vitamin C, I have vitamin E, I have D3. Like I said, I went for a 20-minute hike today, so I pretty much have produced all the vitamin D I need, but I will probably still take some in my calcium supplement. I have one that's zinc, calcium, and magnesium, and there's some vitamin D in there to help you absorb it. So I've got what I call a normal boil, but it took a while to get here. So I'm going to add a couple minutes to my timer just to make sure. And then when I cool off the eggs, I'm going to cool them off in cold water and ice. ZMA on the football players. We found 180 milligrams of vitamin C is good per day. 500 for me is good every 2 days, likely due to hard waters in Alberta. All vitamins have half-life, synthetics, or foods. Yeah, so that's why you got to take, that's why you have your one a day. And it's not so much half-life. If you are very active and your metabolism is high and you're doing a lot of stuff, you're using those vitamins up anyway. I miss being able to do this in the winter. This just gets my metabolism going. I went out this morning. I walked to the garden. Then I took a walk down to the creek. And now I've got breakfast going. After this, I will they have recommended daily allowances So here's one on water and fats, soluble. So let's read that. Since I got a couple minutes before I got to cool off the eggs. I take no meds, all vitamins. So water-soluble vitamins include mainly the B vitamins and vitamin C. They are stable in raw foods, but may be lost easily during cooking and processing. If I process food is not good for you. Commonly found in vegetable foods, these vitamins are contained, less so in most animal sources. So vitamin C and B, you're really getting from your vegetables. So they're needed regularly in our diets. Makes them much less potentially toxic than fat-soluble vitamins, which are stored when taken in higher doses. Most water-soluble vitamins act in the body as coenzymes in combination with inactive protein to make the enzyme active enzyme. Fat-soluble vitamins are A, D, E, and K, which are found in the lipid component of both vegetables and animal source foods. Grains, seeds, and nuts contain vitamin E. Many vegetables contain vitamin A, or more commonly, its precursor, beta-carotene. These fat soluble can be stored in body tissue, so they can function for longer periods of time without obtaining them from a diet than we can with the water solubles. For this reason, toxic levels can occur more easily from a regular increased intake of these vitamins, especially A, D, and K. Although newer information says D, you would have to take, as even at 30,000 micrograms, there were still no bad effects. But A and K, you have to be careful. Vitamin A adds cellular protection as well as resistance to infection. Vitamin D aids in the absorption of calcium, and thus is important in skeletal health. Vitamin K helps make factors critical to blood clotting to prevent bleeding. And that's why if you are on a blood thinner, and if you're going to take vitamin K, you need to talk to your doctor. It's not, it would be a good idea to. It is, you need to talk to your doctor before taking any sort of vitamin K in your diet. Now, I used to get, throughout the year, I could just be thinking too hard. And all of a sudden, I got a nosebleed. And then you're talking about, just a little, it was, you got to go to the bathroom, got to hang over the sink or whatever and keep flushing it out. Now that I've added vitamin K once a week, I haven't had one in a long time. So I think that was beneficial for me because it was getting to be an issue. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. I'd appreciate it. And I do enjoy the chat. I like the information that you put through there. Moderate vitamin C likely would keep arteries clean. Above the 2 gram vitamin C can contribute to rise, which may increase kidney stone risk. Yeah. So obviously, too much of a good thing is wrong. So, but during like times of the cold and flu season, or if I have a cold, then I will up the amount of vitamin C I take. And I find it very beneficial. Time for another mater. Because it maters. It is so good. So a coffee, it's something that basically about a cup till I can stand. Never was a big coffee drinker. My dad was. it can keep me up. So I generally have it in the morning only. So the trick is now is to cool it off. Now these have these heat safe handles, but I still use a safety device just in case it's not operating as well as it should. So I think I got hard-boiled 10 eggs. I will probably eat 4 of them right now, and then I'll probably take the other ones to work. And it saves me money. How do you even test for vitamin deficiency? Blood test. They can run blood tests for it. A lot of times your outside appearance will kind of tell you, if you're anemic, it's probably iron. If you're jaundice, it's vitamin C. Your skin's getting a bad, color to it or whatever, it could be E or A. And then you would see a doctor. Yeah, they do. Right, you're right. They do ignore it. And why? I don't know. It doesn't seem like a good idea. They ignored during the pandemic the importance of vitamin C, vitamin D3, and zinc, so your body can fight viruses better. Didn't talk about it at all. Pretty easy knowledge to pull up, but the news never talked about it. You really didn't see it on there. What they talked about is this shot. Take this shot. Right? And anything that was cheap that seemed to work, I don't know if it did or not, but there's still a lot of argument going on there, they suppressed. So, I don't know, very suspicious. I've come to the conclusion that the government is not necessarily your friend. No, say it isn't so. Not, big conspiracy theory guy. I wish they keep coming true though. Just saying. But during they were giving out the jab, and they were having a lot of people blood clotting and other things, they tried to blame the egg. It's because you're eating too many eggs. Epic BS. Egg is the best thing for you. Liza Canada too, yep. They do. And we're following suit. And then a lot of times what you see online is an exaggeration of what was put out. So a couple days ago, one of the creators, who I do like, said the government was going to force people to only have 2 beers a week. And I said, well, that doesn't sound correct. And I don't see how they're going to do it. And they're following Canada's forcing that you can't have more than 2 beers a week. Well, that was not true. It was one of those half-truths. They recommend that you have no more. Now, it used to be 1 drink for a day for a female and 2 for a male is considered okay. Now they're saying maybe it's twice a week. For those people who don't drink at all, you got no problems with it. Generally on Saturday, the wife and I like to go out for some cocktails. Now, I have more than 2, but less than 5. Let's put it that way. Yeah, trust us, we're from the government. That's the first thing you tell them. That's another thing with them trying to ban something that's not causing the problems. Just so I don't get in trouble from YouTube. I think we know what we're talking about. Don't put it in the chat, Ray. But they're trying to ban a item that, number one, is not the cause of most of the things they're saying it is. It's a smaller item, but that item does make it possible for us to say no to a restrictive government. And that is the only reason they're doing it. And it just amazes me. It astounds me how many people do not see that simple fact. I'm just, I knew there were some naive people out there. I just didn't realize to what level and how many. And we see it happen in other governments. Understand, the government is about power now. It used to be about doing good for you, but anybody that's been in the government for 40 years or longer, it ain't about you. It's about power and money. That's all there is to it. Absolute power corrupts, absolutely. If I was in the Senate for 40 years, I guarantee I would not be the same soul I was my first term. Because now I owe too many people too many favors, and no longer is it my decision. I'm being told what to vote on, what to put forth in a bill. And that's just reality. And the fact that we keep voting for the same people over and over is why they get away with it. Yep, first thing they all take away. They have to. Because then you can say no and have a backup to it. Without it, you can say no and die. No. So, what they're teaching in the schools these days and in colleges, I wouldn't even send my grandkids to college anymore. And they don't even need to go to college for this. They can get stupefied through the internet. They can be convinced that something didn't work out one direction, then you must go the other direction. Instead of understanding that sometimes things don't work out the first time or the second time or the third time, but eventually they can work out. And sometimes the solution that they're providing you is worse. And it seems the more educated somebody is, the easier they fall for this. I swear, the easier they fall for this stuff. Hey, Betty, bye, so fit. Welcome. Those were some wild push-ups you're doing, one-handed and slaps and fingertips and all that stuff. Yeah. I like that one too. Actually, there's a few of them that actually in there. The pharmaceuticals make more money. The pharmacies are not making any money on me because I am on no medications. Now, one could argue, well, you're not on any medications, but you are spending money on supplements. I am. I'm also enjoying a very healthy life. So, there's a benefit there. All right. Now we got the eggs cooled down. And the reason that we put them in an ice bath, for the most part, is it makes them easier to shell. So when you cool them down quickly, it pulls the shell away from the rest of the egg, and it makes them easier to peel. Store-bought eggs are easier to peel than fresh eggs. Remember, store-bought stuff is old. It's weeks old. Time it gets packaged, time it gets sent to the distribution center, the main distribution center, then it gets sent to the other distribution center, gets sent out to the stores, gets put out on the shelf, and finally makes it to your fridge, and then finally makes it to your table. It's a month old. At least a month old. That's with any of your fruits and vegetables. If it's out of season, it's probably even older. So thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. Thanks for engaging in the chat. So we're talking about vitamins and minerals. They're important to metabolize your nutrients to strengthen your bones, to strengthen your muscles, to strengthen your tissues, to aid in digestion. All these things it's about. And it's worth researching and seeing what's good and what's not. Now, there's a lot of, I wouldn't say BS information, but there's a lot of, maybe I'm saying something because I'm trying to sell you my product information. I think that might be closer to the truth. Well, our vitamins are a pure form. Vitamin C is citric acid. There is no pure form. Vitamin C is vitamin C. That's all it is. Vitamin D is vitamin D. That's all it is. So when they say, well, mine's a purer form, I doubt it. So you take 50,000, that's a lot. Now, because of your ability to protect yourself from the sun, it takes you much longer in sunlight to produce the vitamin D3 that you need than it does me. Because this is it, as dark as I get, and I'm outdoors all the time. So the more your ability to have the tan, the more sunshine it takes. Now, I have seen studies where you can take up to 30,000 of that, but 50,000, well, they just haven't done a study on it. But I know I have a friend who takes a lot of it, and sometimes he's orange. I wonder who else takes a lot of vitamin D. I digress. So I take, what do I take? So when you take 50,000, is that units, or is that micrograms? Because this is 2,000 micrograms, and I usually take about 2,000 to 6,000 of these on a cloudy day. On a day like today, I might only take one. So you have to see, what is the unit of measure they're using? Because sometimes they give you both, and sometimes they use one or the other. And I don't know why. But if it's 50,000 micrograms, then it's a lot. It's not something I would do, but like I said, they did a study all the way up to 30,000, and there was no. I caught that. Here we go. We have somebody paying attention. Micrograms. So today was how to make breakfast easy. I boiled eggs. I really just rinse out the pan and it's done. I chopped up a cucumber. I chopped up 2 peppers. And I chopped up a tomato. And really, salt and pepper. And breakfast is done. So it's a lot easier to do. We did talk about the importance of vitamins and minerals. And I will always talk about those because I feel, and there's a lot of studies to back me up, it is the secret to a healthy life. I think the reason that I am as healthy as I am has a lot to do with that lifestyle. So diet and exercise. You can't exercise away a poor diet. And diet alone will do great things for your health, even if you're not exercising. But exercising is going to take more advantage of that diet and make it even more healthy. Or say, well, I got to spend 3 hours in the gym every day. No, you don't. 30 minutes a day, 3 days a week, and a good exercise will benefit you greatly. More is better, but that's really it. If you can do it, oh wow, boy, this one didn't feel very good at all. I murdered this egg. All for that cooling it down. That's one beat up egg. Hopefully I'll have better luck with this one. Really? All right, this is better. Okay. The tough thing about hard-boiled eggs is peeling them. It's my finger exercise. All right, this one's much better. That one didn't want to give up the shell. It's like, no. I may not have beat it enough. Gotta beat it a little bit more. I know who's boss. That was too gentle. All right, this one's feeling a little better too. There we go. But this is a great way to be able to take the food with you on the go. Throw it in a container, throw it in a bag. And at work, I can just peel them. A little salt. And I've got me a good source of protein and aminos. Egg has everything you need except for vitamin C, really. It is just incredible. And it's edible. That's why we call it the incredible edible egg. So I'm eating 4 now, I'm taking 6 to work. Hopefully I'll have more luck peeling them at work than here I am. I'm destroying this egg. I'm beating it silly. Jeez, please. Yeah, this one's. Wow. That was terrible. That's the worst. Maybe these are fresher eggs than normal. I don't know. I just chop them up into cubes. A little sea salt and a little pepper. And I am ready. And let's get some Fairlight milk. And I used to be like, well, my late 20s and mid 30s, I used to work out 3 hours a day, 6 days a week. I mean, didn't miss it. Unless I was on vacation. So I had a gym in my garage, or I go to one in the college. And it was 3 on, 1 off, 3 on, 1 off. And I never missed it. And the wife she wasn't happy. But I'll tell you what, I was in shape. I ate probably 6 huge meals a day. I was probably around 6 to 8,000 calories a day. And I was ripped. I am. One buddy goes, my God, we've been eating rocks. And Habital wasn't going for me. Fresh from the garden. And with tomatoes. They just are not as good in the store. You can't be. Fresh green peppers, far more flavor than in the store. Yeah. We know what happened there. Well, folks, this is eating healthy. Take your vitamins, take your minerals, eat good food, exercise, go for walks, get out and enjoy the sunshine, go to parks, go to music festivals, go to flea markets, get out of the house, have fun. You'll have all winter to sit and watch TV, but go to a gym. Right now, the outdoors is my gym. I think I'll put a poll up on my YouTube. No bacon today, nope. I said fast and easy. Wife actually cooked herself up some bacon burgers last night. Yeah, I'm here in Arizona. Well, I won't sit there and catch on fire when I walk outside. Unlike you guys. Yeah, it's too damn hot in the summer. Why people even live there is beyond me. My daughter lives there. Granted, under duress. Yeah, summer you stay in, winter you go out. I'll understand. I will agree with that. Unless you're out there at 2 a.m, it still might be too hot. Oh man, I got the hummingbird out here. What are the chances that I'll be able to get it? Yeah. I need to get a red dish and fill it full of so not there is it gone. Because it comes up to my lantern and tries to feed off my lantern. Because the lantern is one of those emergency lanterns and it's red. So I need something that's bright red. And they actually do sugar water. I'll put that out there and see if I can attract them. So when I buy sugar, I put it in glass. And then that helps it stay fresh longer. Glass is a great place. So I'm going to make me some sugar water out here real quick. Try that for a few days and see what happens. But yeah, I store the sugar and flour in glass and rice. Makes it last longer, makes it gooder longer. Something like that. Got the eggs, got the green peppers, got the tomatoes, got the cucumbers. We got the Fairlife milk. Only 4 pounds, that ain't bad. I'm glad you're feeling better. I got it back in 21, right at the end of 21, and it I was over it within about 5 days, but there were some after effects, and literally I couldn't work out for nearly 6 months. And when digging back in the gym, it took far longer to get my strength back than it usually does. Like this time around, even though I took the summer off, my strength come back pretty quick. So there was more to that lovely little, whatever you want to call it, experiment. And they let on. So the eggs, I'll put in the fridge. And I'll just take them to work. And I make chop up another pepper and take that to work. So then I have the protein and then the pepper is going to give my vitamin C, but I do have vitamins at work too. And then to take my supplements. With food. That's three. And I can notice the difference when, we get active or go on vacation, or I get to a place where I'm not taking them as regularly, and then I will feel sluggish. I won't feel as top of light. They're going to try it. They are going to try it. And if the place requires me to wear a mask, then they just won't get my business. I listened to what they had to say. I researched what they had to say. Some of the things I felt, not too bad. But I knew a mask was not stopping a virus. But I even built a fiberglass shield around my wife's desk. But, kids are always sneezing and stuff like that. But it basically came down to it. Just do what your mom told you to do when you were a kid. Wash your hands. Don't pick your nose. There you go. That's what I'm doing. But once again, I appreciate everybody stopping in. I'm going to let the food digest. Right, for about a half hour. Yeah. And then probably do some lifting outdoor series. Thank you for your support. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, like, share, throw money, whatever. All that is appreciated. Remember, rest, nutrition, exercise, and enjoy the great outdoors. Leads for a much healthier and enjoyable life. Everybody? Yeah. Yeah. We both have a terrible governor. We got fat boy. Problem is we didn't have a choice. We had a Democrat running last time, and we had a Republican who was a Democrat running last time. So loser one or loser two. Everybody have a wonderful day.